Hi, this is Dan Muchnock with Opticom Consulting, and welcome to our free video series on frequently asked questions in telecom. The question in this slide concerns the Hosted Business Phone System, or PBX. The question is, a vendor has offered a hosted solution where they will supply the phones and the service. What does that mean, and is it right for my business? Hosted solutions for telecom companies are based on Voice over IP, or VoIP technology. Voice over IP is a technology available in many modern telecommunications systems that enables a firm to use their data network to carry voice traffic. The term IP stands for Internet Protocol, which is the language that computers use to communicate over the Internet. Voice over IP is a technology for converting voice communications into digital packets for delivery over a data network. Most commonly, that data network is the Internet, but it could be any data network running the Internet Protocol, such as a business's private data network. What makes VoIP different is that it relies on an Internet protocol for these tasks rather than the proprietary phone company protocols. A PBX, or Private Branch Exchange, is a device on a company's location that will enable employees to make outbound calls on a shared set of lines, as well as route inbound calls on those lines to the correct phone in the company. For a hosted PBX, the provider will offer a data connection over which they will provide connection to the phone network. The provider provides the phone sets for each extension and trunks to connect the phone sets to the provider's phone system. The system itself resides on the provider's location, not the company's location. The phone equipment is offered with all the features that are available with a business phone system, and many of the features can be configured and managed through a simple web interface. All of this is offered at a flat monthly rate depending on the calling package and the features desired. The business can pay for the phone equipment lease and all phone services through a single bill. There are advantages and disadvantages to a hosted PBX. The upside to this sort of arrangement is that the capital costs are almost nil because the business is simply renting the phone equipment, and it is extremely flexible for temporary arrangements. It also provides an entree for a startup to have all of the features of a sophisticated phone system, like cell phone twinning and call routing, without having to shell out for expensive equipment. In addition, it offers a lot of flexibility for an organization because they can grow or shrink the system as conditions change within limits. However, the disadvantages are that the system is tied to a single vendor for both equipment and services, and changing vendors if you are unsatisfied can be very difficult. The hosted PBX often comes with long-term contracts that can be expensive to break. This ties you to the services vendor with little recourse if the service is not very good. Also, since the organization is leasing the equipment rather than owning it, changing services means that you are also changing your PBX. As the system becomes larger, it very quickly becomes expensive and quickly approaches the tipping point where it would be less expensive to purchase a PBX outright. In our experience, this deal works best for small offices or startups with just a few extensions where the business would like all the features of a modern phone system for a flat monthly rate. For example, it is a particularly good solution for a law office or a professional services firm. However, for larger installations, the cost of the system quickly escalates beyond the cost of a fully owned phone system. And if there are service issues as the system grows, it's good to have the ability to switch vendors without switching phone equipment. There may be reasons for working with a hosted system if a large installation needs some flexible or temporary connections, but it is hard to justify the cost even for medium-sized systems. This is especially true in recent years as phone system features have become software-based and can be added to very inexpensive systems. This has been Dan Muchnock with Opticom Consulting discussing hosted PBXs and how they might help your organization communicate. If you would like more information on this topic and other topics that will help to demystify telecommunications for you, please sign up for our free video series at telecomdemystified.com. Thank you.